From the deepest shadows of prehistory, a story begins. Not with words, but with a silhouette, a whisper of what's to come. Imagine a world draped in darkness, where a single point of light pierces the void, revealing the outline of a figure. It's ape-like, hunched, a creature of the ancient forests, our earliest known ancestor. This is the prologue to the grand epic of humanity, a journey that starts here, in the quiet before the dawn of our species. We are about to witness the most incredible transformation story ever told our own. Stay with us as we travel through millions of years, tracing the steps that led from this humble beginning to the world we know today. This is the story of us. The first change is subtle, yet profound. Watch as the silhouette begins to shift. The stooped posture, so perfectly adapted for life among the trees, starts to straighten. The hips broaden, the spine elongates. This is the birth of bipedalism, the revolutionary act of walking onto legs. The figure we see now is Australopithecus, a name that means southern ape. They are a bridge between the worlds. Still possessing ape-like features, but with a distinctly human-like gait, this transition wasn't just a physical one. It was a fundamental change in perspective. By standing tall, these early hominids could see over the tall grasses of the savanna, spot predators from a distance, and, most importantly, free their hands. This simple act of standing up set the stage for everything that followed. It was a literal step up in the world, a move from the dense canopy to the wide-open plains, a declaration that a new kind of being was beginning to shape its own destiny. The light now catches the new, more upright posture, highlighting a form that is becoming less ape and more something else. Something new. The journey has truly begun. As our silhouette continues its slow, mesmerizing dance through time, another transformation takes hold. The figure's head, previously small in proportion, begins to enlarge. This isn't just a change in shape, it signifies a monumental leap in cognitive ability. The brain is expanding, developing new regions, forging new neural pathways. This is Homo habilis, the handy man. And as the name suggests, something remarkable appears in its hand. A glint of light catches the sharp edge of a primitive stone tool. This isn't just a rock, it's an idea made manifest. It's the Olawan chopper, the first evidence of technology, a deliberate modification of the natural world to serve a purpose. With this tool, Homo habilis could butcher carcasses, break open bones for marrow, and access new, energy-rich food sources that would fuel the growth of their increasingly complex brains. The tool and the brain evolved in a feedback loop, each driving the other forward, the ability to think, plan, and create was born. This wasn't just about survival anymore. It was about innovation. The silhouette now holds the very first spark of human ingenuity, a simple stone that would pave the way for skyscrapers and spacecraft. The transformation continues, and with it, our ancestors' relationship with the world deepens. The silhouette straightens even further, becoming taller, more slender, built for endurance. This is Homo erectus, the upright man, a true pioneer. They were the first of our ancestors to venture out of Africa, spreading across Asia and Europe. But it's not just their posture that defines them. In the background, a new light begins to flicker and dance. It's the warm, mesmerizing glow of fire. Homo erectus didn't just encounter fire, they learned to control it. This mastery was perhaps the single most important innovation since the stone tool. Fire provided warmth in cold climates, protection from predators at night, and a way to cook food. Cooking made nutrients more easily digestible, unlocking even more energy for their growing brains and bodies. But fire was more than a utility. It created a social center. Around the hearth, communities gathered, shared food, and perhaps even shared stories, their faces illuminated by the flickering flames. The fire cast long, dancing shadows, and in those shadows, the bonds of society were forged. The world was no longer a cold, dark place. It was a home, lit by the spark of human will. Our journey now takes us into a harsher, colder world. The silhouette morphs once more, becoming shorter, more robust, powerfully muscular. The lighting shifts, taking on a cool, bluish hue, suggesting the relentless chill of an ice age. We are now looking at the form of a Neanderthal. For too long, they've been unfairly caricatured as brutish cavemen. But the reality is far more complex and fascinating. These were highly intelligent and adaptable hominids, masters of survival in the unforgiving landscapes of Pleistocene Europe. Their stocky build was a brilliant adaptation, conserving heat in the frigid climate. They were expert hunters, capable of taking down massive prey like mammoths and woolly rhinos. They crafted sophisticated tools, cared for their sick and elderly, and there is growing evidence that they buried their dead with intention, suggesting a capacity for symbolic thought and perhaps even spirituality. They were not a failed experiment or a clumsy dead end. They were our cousins, a parallel branch of humanity that thrived for hundreds of thousands of years. Their story is a powerful reminder that the path of evolution is not a straight line, but a rich and branching tree with many incredible forms of life. And now the final, breathtaking transformation. The robust form of the Neanderthal softens, the silhouette refining into a more slender, graceful shape. The brow ridge recedes, the chin becomes more prominent, the skull rounds into the familiar globe-like form we know today. This is us. Homo sapiens, the wise man. As this final form emerges, the lighting, which has guided us through the shadows of deep time, brightens dramatically. A single point of light expands, washing over the figure, banishing the darkness completely. For the first time, the silhouette is gone, and we see a fully revealed modern human. But the journey isn't over. The figure turns, no longer a static subject of evolution, but an active agent of change. With purpose and confidence, they walk forward, not into darkness, but towards a new horizon. In front of them, an image of the globe materializes, spinning, vibrant. A world of continents and oceans waiting to be explored, understood. And shape, this is the culmination of millions of years of struggle, adaptation, and innovation. From a hunched form in the African forest to a being capable of contemplating the cosmos, the journey of humanity is the greatest story ever told. It's a story of resilience, of creativity, and of endless potential. It's a story that began in darkness and now strides confidently into the light, ready to write its next chapter upon the face of the earth and beyond. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through time. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, please like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the wonders of our world and our past.